Hey everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. And as always, I'm going to wait a few seconds before give people a chance to hop on. If by chance you're watching this on a replay, please comment replay down below so that I'll know that you were here. So, if you'll remember from yesterday, I talked about a little bit about the podcast, positivity, 21 days of self-improvement. And I went to one of the things that came up in the millionaire school that I attended on Sunday was there was an assignment in there for the next 21 days, a challenge to start each day off with a podcast. So there was a list that was provided, to watch for each one, and waking up an hour early each day for self-development, so you can do things like that. So this morning I actually got up. I was up at 8:30. Surprise, surprise, right? So I was up at 8:30, and good Lord. And so I started I was looking to find the videos. Actually, today was a video that we were watching. It was a Q&A session with Bishop T.D. Jakes. It was from Stephen Furtik. And the first thing that caught my attention on it, I hate to say it, but the first thing that caught my attention on it was an hour and 44 minutes. Oh, God, can I stay awake through this thing? Just waking up, And not only was I able to stay awake, but hell yeah, But there was one big takeaway that I had from this near the end, the later part of the video, that kind of struck a chord with me. And that Bishop Jakes mentioned. He was talking about God doesn't work that way. Talking about needing and praying for a table and a chair. God won't bring you a table and a chair. God made trees. So, that's an interesting way to look at it, And I immediately thought back to how many times this world that we live in now today has become a time of immediate gratification. We can't wait half an hour for something to cook when we can do it for a minute and a half in the microwave. We get online. We want our information now. We don't want to wait until the 6 o'clock news or the 11 o'clock news or to read through the newspaper. We want it now. We want the most current update. And I think the same thing holds true when it comes to prayer. When we ask God to take care of us and our needs, and we all know that the Lord works in mysterious ways, but we expect things to happen too quickly almost. There's an old story that I read. I see it on the internet from time to time. And basically, there was a flood coming. And in this flood, there's, the neighbors, in this neighborhood are all evacuating, except for one man still sitting at his house. And as the water's rising, one guy there in a truck comes by and he says, "Hey neighbor, you need a lift out, out. We need to get out of town. The floods are coming. The water's rising." And he said, No. The Lord will take care of me." So the man in the truck drove on. And the water continues to rise. Next thing you know, the man is sitting on his, he's sitting, floating, in waist deep water, and a man in the boat comes along and says, "Hey, you need a lift? Come on, we'll get you out of here." And he says, "No, the Lord will take care of me." And he waits longer, and next thing you know, he's sitting up on top of his roof. And And here comes a helicopter, drops the rope down, and a man on the megaphone, grab hold of the rope. We'll carry you to safety. No, no thanks. The Lord will provide. Water continues to rise and the man drowns. And he gets up to heaven. He gets up to meet the Lord, and he says, Lord, what happened? I put my faith in you, and I prayed and I prayed, and I believed that you would come for me. And the Lord says, I sent a man in a truck, I sent a man in a boat, and I sent a man in a helicopter. What more do you want? So, the moral here is we need to open our eyes to the opportunities that God provides. We want things for our families. We want to take care of our loved ones. And too many times when we see something come our way that promises something like that and it doesn't happen overnight, we give up, we get discouraged, we walk away from it. We don't give it time. God's planting seeds. He's not giving you the whole fully grown plant. He's not giving you the rose. He's giving you the seeds. And so you need to learn, we all need to learn to be more patient, to listen to what's being said and how answers are being shown to us. I feel like for me, this business was my opportunity. No one walked up to me and said, hey, here's a briefcase with $1 million. Have at it. What would I have learned? The money will go, the money will be spent, the money will be gone. There will be nothing left for my family. Because most people, they win that, they get that winning lottery ticket. And what do? They go blow it. They go party. They go buy extravagances for their house. They may blow it on a new car that is going to probably have to be traded in about 4 to 5 years anyway. So, we have to learn to be more patient and realize that things don't happen overnight always. Thank you, Letitia. And that's how I see. If you're seeing this from me, if you're seeing these videos, if you're seeing my posts constantly talking about the business, maybe it's a sign. Maybe it's not, but just maybe it is. If you've considered just for a fraction of a second, what if? I think you owe it to yourself to listen. I think you owe it to yourself to investigate and ask questions. If it's not for you, that's totally fine. But the truth is, you will have tried. And here's something else. This is something else I picked up out of the video this morning from, Stephen Furtik and Bishop Jakes. Bishop Jakes was talking about his son. He was completing a degree in, I believe it was a music degree, and a music production, something to that effect. It was a long video. It doesn't all. You put a gallon of knowledge into a shot glass of a brain. Yeah. But anyway, his son came to him and said, Dad, what if I get this degree and this is not what I want to do? This is not right. What if this is not a good fit? What if this is not for me? And his dad said, well, then you find the next thing. One thing can lead to another. Something led you to my Facebook account or my Instagram account. And now you're being led to this opportunity. Like I said, if it's something that you've even thought of just for an inkling of watching these videos, of listening to me, and you're still watching now, I think you owe it to yourself to just listen and open your eyes and see what's available. So, that said, you can text opportunity to 765-212-6628. You can drop me a line. You can drop me a comment below. You can send me a message on Messenger. Just talk to me. Let's find out if this could be right for you. Guys, I'm going to head out here today. I've got a lot to do before I go back to work this afternoon. Thank you all so much for watching, for hopping on, taking time out of your day. It really means the world to me. I will talk to you again tomorrow. I love you all. Bye.